Hi, good morning. This is Durga Kutal. Today we'll continue fraction. In the previous class, we have already learned how to simplify, divide, and multiply the fraction. Moreover, we have learned how to subtract and add a fraction, and also we have learned how to convert a fraction between fraction and a mixed number. So today we are going to learn how to subtract a fraction from a whole number. So let's write the topics. So today we are going to learn how to subtract a fraction from a whole number. From a whole number. So there are many methods we can subtract a fraction from a whole number. So first I will show some of the methods. So for this, let us see the one example. So how we can subtract a fraction from a whole number. So here is example. So example 1. Example 1. So in example 1, 8 minus 3 over 5. So in this expression, in the first term, 8, we see the whole number, and the second term, 3 over 5 is a fraction. So now we are going to learn how to subtract this fraction from a whole number. Okay. Let's see the solution, how we can subtract this fraction from a whole number. For this, we can change this whole number to a fraction form. So we can write 8 over 1. So 8 and 8 over 1 is same, so now we can change this whole number to a fraction number. And just copy the second term, 3 over 5. In a previous class, already we have learned how to subtract a two fraction term. To subtract a two fraction term, so our first goal is making the same denominator. To make the same denominator, first we figure out the least common multiple of the denominator. Here, so the denominator of the first fraction is 1, and the denominator of the second fraction is 5, so we clearly see the least common multiple of these two denominators is 5. So now we're going to make the denominator of these two fractions it's 5. So to make the denominator of first fraction 5, so we can multiply both top and bottom of this first fraction 5 by 5. And for the second term, 3 over 5, to make the denominator 5, we can multiply top and bottom by 1 over 1. Any question? Okay, so now continue. So now we can multiply this 8 times 5. This 8 times 5 becomes 40. In the denominator, 1 times 5 is 5, minus, in the second term, 3 times 1 is 3, and in the denominator, 5 times 1 is 5. So now we see the both terms have a common denominator. So now take the common denominator 5 and subtract the numerator, 40 minus 3. So 40 minus 3 is 37 over 5. So in this way, we can subtract a fraction from a whole number. Also, I want to show you how to subtract a fraction from a whole number in the other method. Let's see how we can do in the other way. Other method. So I want to say another method. So to subtract a fraction from a whole number, 8 minus 3 over 5. For the other method, we can convert this whole number to the mixed number. So 8 is, we can write 7 plus 1. So 7 plus 1, we can write, we can make the denominator of this fraction and this one is same, so we can write 5 over 5. So 7 plus 1 is, you can write 7, 5 by 5. So in the second term is 3 over 5. So now 7, so now we can subtract this to fraction form. So the 5 and 5 minus 3 is 2. So also other method, we can subtract a fraction from a whole number. This 7, 2 over 5 and 37 over 5 is exactly the same. So this is the fraction form and this is the mixed number form. So once we convert this mixed number in a fraction form, exactly we get the same answer. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 2, 37 over 5. So these are the nice method, so we can subtract a fraction from a whole number. Any question? So to make these two methods more clear, I want to go over the other example. Let's do the example 2. Example 2. So 6 minus 4 over 7. In this example also, in the first term we see 6 and the second term 4 over 7. So 6 is a whole number and the 4 over 7 is a fraction. So now we are going to subtract this fraction from a whole number. So exactly for the first method, let's start the solution. So first we will change this whole number to a fraction. So the 6 is, we can write 6 over 1 because 6 and 6 over 1 is same. So we change, if we write 6 over 1, then this whole number changes to a fraction of minus 4 over 7. So now our goal is making the same denominator. To make the same denominator, we will find the least common multiple of these two denominators. The least common multiple of these two denominators is 7. So now we want to make the denominator of those two terms is 7. So to make the denominator of first term 7, we have 6 over 1. So we want to make this denominator is 7. So multiply top and bottom of this fraction by 7 by 7. For the second term, we have 4 over 7. We are going to make the denominator of the second term is also 7. So we multiply top and bottom by 1 over 1. So now multiply the top. 6 times 7 is 42. 7 times 1 is 7. Minus 4 times 1 is 4. And 7 times 1 is 7. So now we see the both terms have the same denominator. So now we take the common denominator and subtract the numerator. So the 42 minus 4. So 42 minus 4 is 38 over 7. So we can subtract a fraction from a whole number. Any question? So also I will show this method of this example also the other way. Another method. Another method. So 6 minus 4 over 7. So 6 is, we can write 5 plus 1. So 5 plus 1 is we can write, we're going to make the same denominator, so we can write 7 over 7. 7 over 7 and 1 is same, minus 4 over 7. So 5, so now subtract these two fractions. The both fractions have the same denominator 7, and in the numerator 7 minus 4 is 5 3 over 7. So 5 3 over 7 and 38 over 7 is exactly same. If you want, you can change this mixed number to the fraction number. So once we change this mixed number to the fraction number, 7 times 5 is 35, plus 3, 38 over 7. So these are the two methods we can change a fraction from a whole number. Any question?